Alright, great. Hopefully you could hear us. Sorry we had to delay the stream because it was being echoed at this moment. I had to restart that all over again, and good news everybody. I'm once again live. The thing is, being not able to go back to summer school would be crazy because it's been crowded as usual. Technically, I thought this was supposed to be a live stream, and of course it did. Why not? If they were not streaming for the past week, then it would be just a complete failure. So you know what I'm talking about, right? Anyways, we just got back a little bit late. And yeah, I don't know. I don't encounter this chaotic moment, but it's just controversial and everything. So I had to delay the stream schedule because it was harsh for me to do it, and I don't know what to explain anymore because I had to do this in private. But since we're about, my neighbor's dog is outside. I don't know what the dog is doing. I seem so miserable of being capable of petting their own dogs, which is quite familiar sometimes. You know, technically, whenever they go to the adoption center to look for people that don't really understand, that's what their concern is already about, and I wouldn't really have to trust it in certain matters. Technically, it was just not quite fair. I was supposed to stream around 4, but technically I was been outside the whole time. So I can't even explain it to what situation it has been caused throughout New York City, and things has just gotten worse. Technically, we had to update the card information because of having a disabled person would be having like a dyslexia or any type of insomnia throughout the brain, and which could lead into a total disinfection, which make everyone feel unsafe. Technically, this has been rough for all of us. Now, this is a good time to talk a little bit more about my passionate self things that I really like to do, and it's just really gone up to me for the past few weeks, and I couldn't hold it anymore. But I still overcome with my fears, and you know, it's just life. So I wouldn't really have to deal with all this nonsense that they were planning to do. Every time when I see a random text messages, I would feel like talking to a friend that could have been getting into a lot of drama over the past few days, and they were bragging themselves about what kind of friend that they really don't want to talk to with. And sometimes they could be negative as well. Nobody would ever become as a true partnership somewhat outside of school buildings, many other places that they went to, and things are not fun for them based on how they go, what they do, and what seem to be the matter of their feelings. I don't really tend to react that way, but it's just really complicated for them to go with. Sometimes all my friends were like being not kind to others. Sometimes when I was in school, people started to fight and argue over the hallway, which is really frustrating. And they would get into a lot of accidents as well. So I just don't listen to them. This I just don't talk to them at all because their passion would be given away, which is a bad reaction just to face consequences like that. Like technically, I just don't want to have this kind of drama, and Look, Lily, Redrick, good to see you. I know things have been gone worse and worse throughout the years, but hopefully next year it should have been better. If not, then it is just how it is. So I wouldn't really have to deal over that mischievous stuff that was been planning. Hopefully everything starts to feel a lot more calm and everything should be fine. Sometimes we say it is truthful to have such good partners when they set appropriate things, do a lot of activities, just be creative on your own thought. You can't just rely to many other things as well. Sometimes when you like traveling, it feels like going on an airplane would be just comfortable as a seating. But sometimes when you take a first class seat, it's like you're giving a vibe into each dining table room. Some part of the area could be a lot less nicer than you ever think. When you arrive at a destination that you really wanted to visit, it feels like you're back to a homeland country, okay? And being part of African, Asian, and many other cultures do live there nearby. One country that has blocked off, which is China, of course. Who would ever try to go there again? Maybe not. The war keeps on battling against any other Asian presidents. It just feels like not living in a safe place that they are living in. Some of the family members are trapped in that country because they think it was a safer place to live, but it overcomes the people that try to ruin the whole vibe of many Asian countries. So now what they have to do is go find another place to travel. Besides being blocked out from a country that you guys been a part of, will no longer be able to visit them again within the next future generation.
Go back to Malaysia.
I know. It's in part of it's in part of like Malaysia. It's like also part of Asian country too, right?
He told me.
Yes, I know. That was like during the beginning of the lesson.
Yeah.
Is that true? I think so.
And when we walked down to the subway station, he told me, right?
He told you that the part of Malaysia could be good. Some parts were like not that bad as well because of the markets that they were there. I mean, it's a lot of people and many other stores would be easier to find at most different states as well. Rizzy, good to see you. We might have a long stream today. I'm no longer going back to summer school again. Too long for me. Nick, good to see you. I know some of you guys miss your previous teachers that you have since like the end of last day of school, and it feels like having a reunited friend would just feel so peaceful without seeing them for like past couple of weeks. And I know how hard it is, but hopefully things might get better. And sometimes going back to the same school would be a lot less crowded than you ever think, but sometimes we can have newer friends as well. But we can't just have the same friends as we have since during the mid school days, which is quite obvious to think of, but I know some of you guys might have a longer vacation until next month, which is September, of course. Also, the 9/11 attack is happening this year, which marks the 25th year anniversary of the airplane attack from the building, which is insane. And I don't know how people might face consequence through all that type of situation that could lead up against to, which is not fair. I mean, people would still work at a building. Sometimes it could be dangerous just to go onto the top floor and get hit, which is dangerous for them too. I don't brag about it. Sometimes we can just learn the facts about geography. Sometimes we can engage more about it. By having these consequences, we can just make some follow up questions that we can remind ourselves to. You know, like most people don't really tend to feel happy about it. But hey, it's just only for the correct process of elimination. But we shouldn't feel anything. Nonetheless, if any other things start to happen way more frequently than ever before. Listen, everything will go fine as usual when everything starts to destruct the whole entire population. Most of the entire thing will be gone. Next year, we just said it before, and I know that I don't want to repeat it again, just like I always wanted to be. Artificial intelligence, as known as AI, is taking over the whole entire universe. They would not be happy about it. People that live in New York City, please move to other state or a country that you really want to visit. Because at the end of the day, you will no longer be able to travel back to the US state. Because most teachers will become unreal. Things will be certain throughout everything. The whole entire buildings will be AI. A lot of places will be covered with a bunch of robotics too. They will invent a new things just to protect themselves from having disability and all that. Sometimes we can buy a motor or a van just to give them nice and comfortable way just to spend our lives from. As I continue saying this, at the end of August, I might be able to stream. it is unacceptable for me to stream next month, but I'll tell you when after the scenario of the happening case will be protected. I mean, it's really not that common than you ever think, too. The next time I go live, the more conversation that we're gonna talk. Alright? It's fair. In case if you don't know what's gonna happen, me and my mom are traveling across part of Asia. It's not China. It starts with a B. I'll give you a hint.
Level 1.
And it's somewhere part of the triangle. It's Bermuda. I never been to Bermuda, but I heard there's a lot of food in most countries as well. And sometimes we might have to look at the cities, types of buildings that they have across most states, most countries that they ever get a chance to live. But sometimes if they are new to traveling, that's fine. And that's not a Bermudan flag. That's like Australian type. I'll show you what a Bermuda flag is. Hold on. It's like a Bermuda triangle. Okay, I'll show you what it is. Okay, it's like a big triangle which covers the river, and it's like a big river here, and oh yes, that one, yes. That's the country flag. You have been said it right. But a Bermuda flag looks like this. So it has a symbol, but it looks like
In the heart of the...
it's in an ocean near Japan. Oh yes. You totally get it correct. It looks like a British flag, but it has like a symbol.
In the...
It looks like near Japan, I believe. Yeah, I think you're right. A lot of cities were happening part of Bermuda, and I guess it's an Asian country as well. And also the Bermuda Triangle one is extended to Japan coastline. Oh yeah, I guess it's true though. I'll show you what a food looks like in Bermuda. Hold up. So this is a pie in Bermuda. This is really kind of delicious. They also have a best fish sandwich in Bermuda as well. Sometimes they have it there in most parts of the world in Asia. They call it cafe ole. If you don't know what that is, it's a cafe that serves lunch, snacks, drinks, even breakfast as well. They'll also give you like a side of drinks too, which is really kind of fascinating. They also have fish and chips. It's a culinary journey as well. Everything looks good in here. The fish and chips, everything looks. They have a Jamaican feast as well? That's crazy. Proper food only in Bermuda. Okay. The most breakfast spot in Bermuda was their pancakes. You know why people in the US search pancakes? Because they can just actually made it by using special types of ingredient. For example, like flours, sugar, eggs, much more stuff that were being added into the secret type of using good breakfast. And sometimes most people eat it with their forks and knives, but typically they had to use it by hand with the syrup. You can just fold it like a taco. I mean, yeah, basically like anything or any style that the pancake really wants to do. So, I mean, it's up to you whether if you want to eat it like a professional or being as a life hack. It doesn't matter, you know.
I wanted you to figure out the other side while I was smiling.
Can everyone go subscribe to your channel? Dude, no begging subs in the chat.
What?
Wait. What are you gonna do in college? In Philadelphia, by the way.
You're just asking this now? I don't know.
Maybe you gonna work somewhere? Volunteer again? My dad is back. Oh, sorry guys, that's my brother. Hold up. Let me go open the door for him. Oh, he's at the back door. Dang it. When is next year's debate? October 2026. I'll be competing against the other school. Not the previous place that we went to since last 2 months. What is this? Oh, it's not there. Let me. What are you guys gonna do this week? Or maybe over summer break? Let me get this done right now. It's gonna be a short stream today. I'm sorry. I had to set up everything before I start to commence all this charging news that was going across nationwide. Hello. Huh? What? One, two, ready, play. Maybe I'll put it right here. Hold on. Where should I put this? I need like a camera holder. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. I don't need it anyways. One, two, ready, play. Race car rally. To play this piece, start with your right hand on F and your left hand on middle C. Watch the dynamics on this piece. Make sure to look out for the key marks along with this piano book. Listen closely as I say so. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Start over. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, let's see what we learned today. Let me start with a treble C position. So this song is called English Minuet, made by Alexander Leonago. So you had to put your right hand on treble C and your right or left hand on C. Make sure the position has to be on the correct piano key. Otherwise, you might forget. Okay? Just listen closely. Remember to pay attention at all times. Whenever I perform next year, you guys have to participate. This will not be live streamed accordingly. Because if I was the performer and you guys are the audience, make sure to keep an eye out. Make sure to record as soon as possible. But when the professor say no recording allowed at the auditorium, that means you have to close off your phone. And everything starts to happen. By the time, if we keep getting better and better at anything you all want to be participating in, this will happen either February or late March. This is just only for practice rounds. No time for other practices by the time if we don't have any other upcoming lessons. Okay? This is only just the beginning. The next time we do this, you have to remember what you're trying to do whenever I start performing. Okay? With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be alive whenever I see ya. Peace!